Well, Keith, Sarah, Boeing has been in the news a lot this year, so I want to bring you up to speed about exactly how we got here. The story came to light because of passenger video like this. You're looking at it, showing problems in airplanes. This one, by the way, from January. Also, whistleblower complaints from past and current Boeing employees. Now, this man you're about to see, John Barnett, he worked for Boeing as a quality manager. He was been with them for 32 years. He blew the whistle on the company in 2019 for allegedly lowering production standards. Police found him shot dead in his car last month in an apparent suicide. Then just this week, another key whistleblower came forward echoing the concerns that Barnett raised. We don't have a picture of him, but we do have a name, Sam Salahpour, right here. We're going to learn his identity and what he looks like next week when he testifies before a Senate subcommittee. He's worked for Boeing since 2007 and says his employer needs to make changes to prevent a crash from happening.
More turbulence for Boeing this week after another company insider blows the whistle over what he calls a decline in safety protocol.
If Boeing continues to disregard safety and quality and put profits over everything else, the public's endangered.
The allegation so alarming that Senator Richard Blumenthal is launching a permanent subcommittee on investigations to look into these complaints. He says the whistleblower Sam Salahpour, a longtime engineer at Boeing, will testify before Congress next week about his concerns and his experience with retaliation after bringing those concerns to light.
There have been repeated serious allegations about Boeing's failure to prioritize safety in its manufacturing of the 787, the 737 planes that carry passengers routinely on many of the most prominent airlines. This whistleblower deserves to be heard by the public.
Senator Blumenthal says Salahpour accuses the company of taking shortcuts to meet its production goals, warning airplanes could potentially break apart mid-flight as they age, as seen in passenger video from an Alaskan Airlines flight in January, where a door plug blew out on a Boeing 737 MAX 9 plane.
The allegations are shocking. They've been repeated, and they point to a company that essentially prioritizes profits over everything else.
And the senator notes maintaining safety in the skies is not entirely on Boeing.
I think the airlines ought to be asked questions as well. The maintenance issue is real. The responsibility of airlines is definitely relevant.
Boeing downplaying this week's whistleblower complaint, calling the claims inaccurate, adding the company is fully confident in the safety and durability of its fleet.
And the NTSB and FAA are interviewing whistleblowers as well as Boeing, who is cooperating so far with these investigations. And Senator Blumenthal certainly hopes Boeing will do the same with the Senate subcommittee. The first hearing is scheduled for this coming Wednesday, and Sarah and Keith will be certainly following it very closely.
Bridget,